This video was not made by artificial intelligence, only human intelligence, which definitely isn't perfect, but I think that in itself is quite beautiful. Hi there, I'm Finn. When I was about 13 years old, I went to a bookstore and saw this one book with a peculiar title. It had a simple black cover with a white handwritten font. I'm pretty sure you too have at least noticed it once in your life. The book was Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon, published in 2012. I, being a self-proclaimed Adventure Time fan artist that didn't fully understand what being an artist really was about yet, I was an anti-non-fiction book reader and found the book to be super lame for some reason and put it back down. Reminder, I was 13 and had a huge ego. Later on, I discovered that the book is actually a great aid for creatives who feel stuck in their progress. I do recommend you to read it if you need some third-party voice to pull you out of your creative slump. It's been rated 4.06 stars on the Storygraph and 3.96 stars on Goodreads. However, after all these years, I still have never read it. But the title stuck with me. Steal Like an Artist. That's a banger title right there. As my journey to becoming a better artist year by year trudges on, I've been actively seeking out knowledge in art theory and practice. What I understood from the phrase is to steal like an artist means to be inspired. Basically, in an artist's practice, you find a bunch of other artists' works that appeal to your tastes and try imitating them at first. As time goes on, you observe and learn how those artists achieved a certain feel in their works, and you eventually incorporate those different methods into your own. For example, you like how this one artist uses color, and how another artist does their line work, and how another one's composition draws your attention. You examine and study how they managed to achieve those attributes, learning about their personal art journeys and who those artists are or were as individuals, which ultimately contributes to their overall artistic identities. You try combining these methods into your own pieces without disregarding your own personal history. This process usually takes years and probably will never end if I'm being frank. Trial and error are your best friends. Eventually, you may achieve some sort of revelation that comes from establishing an emotional connection with your work. And poof! You got your own original art style. Congratulations! That is what I call stealing art the ethical way. So why have I been rambling about this stuff? You probably wouldn't like this, but it's all got to do with AI. Unfortunately lah. Yes, I'll be addressing it in this video. Not for clickbait or to keep up with trends or anything. It's just from my personal unadulterated rage regarding the creation of art, consumerism, and new age tech. Take note that I'm talking about generative AI as a means for oversimplifying work for the sake of efficiency and finding an easy way out. God. I don't think I need to tell you how Gen AI very negatively impacts nearly if not everything in human life. From a humanity perspective, the environmental effects, consequences on mental health, the opportunities for more unemployment or rather further disrespect for human workers. The list goes on. I don't doubt that this new AI tech era isn't revolutionary. Artificial intelligence has literally been used for quite some time already, even before this whole rise in generative AI. From what I can see through my eyes and what my currently logical thinking brain is perceiving, Gen AI is being exploited more and more by large bodies that prioritize monetary interest. They want results fast, snappy, and in copious amounts all at the same time, which obviously humans aren't built for. Another party that joined the Gen AI cult is our own human brethren who seek instant gratification and being outright ignorant to human value. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm seeing people devalue their own humanity. I feel a bit insane saying it out loud, not gonna lie. Might need a moment. Hey Finn, what's this got to do with art? Everything! Okay? Listen, I've been putting my inner aggression on a very tight leash every time I come into contact with society. Having gone through a 3 to 4 year degree in psychology and with a deep love for the arts and sciences, I come out of my cave of wonders to my relatives, friends, and co-workers casually undervaluing everything in life I hold dear. I'm tired! Let me bring up the not so recent incident of Hayao Miyazaki's Studio Ghibli art style being generated in masses through AI. Even though he explicitly expressed that he would never want to let his works be involved in training AI, even since back in 2016, according to an interview. Link on the top right of this video if you want to check it out. All that curious ignorance for a lame, soulless, funky junk trend. And there have been many more subsequent trends just like that one. Remember what I said about the whole stealing art ethically process earlier? Assuming that you are a generally sane person with functioning neurons, can that entire art creation process of establishing an emotional connection through the assimilation of thoughts and feelings be put in the same category as generating artworks through an AI bot that just scrapes every artist's works on the internet without comprehending the message from each of those pieces? And this is one of the many perspectives of the issue. Do you understand why artists and the majority of creatives are so against generative AI now? Look, I don't mean to get emotional and defensive whenever the topic arises, but I just can't help it. What happened to doing things for the actual satisfaction for the craft itself? I heard there were also cases where authors were caught using ChatGPT to write their own books. Like what? What's the point if you're going to indulge in a craft that takes heart and soul and time and energy just to utilize every easy way out, not to indulge in the craft? Another field that ticks me off, people using these AI chatbots as replacement for therapy of all things. Therapy, but that's a whole other issue, which I'm not gonna get into this video. I don't know. This whole Gen AI thing is just super flippin' weird to me. Here comes a time where technology is advancing at alarming speeds and we literally have all the tools in the palm of our hands. However, because there are way too many shortcuts available to us, we forget that they are just tools that are built to aid, not to be overused to the point of no return. Please see Disney Pixar's 2008 animated film WALL-E. Beautiful movie. Judging from everything I said in this entire video, I think it's pretty clear that I am not pro-generative AI. To be more clear, I am against using generative AI for all my creative works and also in my general daily life. I believe that balance is an important aspect to living. Ease and suffering come hand in hand. Without pain and discomfort, I wouldn't know the sheer joy I'd get from satisfaction and luxury. To me, that's just life and being human. Ultimately, I'm just another voice in the crowd going against capitalism and prioritizing cybersecurity. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to this channel for more chilled social commentary and all things art. You can find me on Kara, Instagram, and if you want to support me further, I have a Ko-fi as well. Links are in the description box. I provide digital sketch commissions for as low as $5 US. If you're interested, you can check out my main card link. This has been Finn, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to be kind.